There is a line in Rumi's Masnavi that I can't stop thinking about. It says the person or the presence you need most always shows up exactly where you need them most. Not a moment before, not a moment too late. When I read this line, it wrecked me a little, and I want to tell you why. Every week I take 2 hours to read the Masnavi, the great spiritual poem written by Mawlana Jalaluddin Rumi. If you're new to this world, Rumi was a 13th century poet and mystic, and the Masnavi is often called the Quran in Persian, and how deeply it explores love, loss, and the soul's journey back to God. I don't remember the first time I heard Mawlana's name. My earliest memory of him is a short blog I read in an Urdu magazine when I was 8 or 9 about his extraordinary bond with a wandering dervish named Shams Tabrizi and the 40 rules of love that came out of it. Years later, I found them again through Alif Shafak's The 40 Rules of Love in my first year of college. I remember the night that kept me awake as the story of Mawlana's love, his ishq for Shams, burned through the ego of my young romantic heart. I was falling in love with Rumi, with Shams, and with the whirling form of Sufism they gave the world. Years passed, I kept reading their story, mostly through English authors. But it wasn't until this spring when I joined a reading group that I began to truly understand what Rumi's love for Shams was, the love he poured into the world through his Masnavi. A few weeks ago, a reading group finished book 2 of the Masnavi, and this is where I found the line I opened with, in the story of the king's attendant searching on his behalf for eternal life, who finally collapses in despair. Renald Nicholson translates this couplet as, quote, "There was a wise sheikh, a noble Qutb, at the halting place where the king's intimate fell into despair." End quote. Quick word for anyone new to Sufi vocabulary. A Qutb literally means axis or pole, the spiritual guide or presence around whom everything else turns, the one who appears right at the center of someone's need. And here's a line that echoed in my heart, in Urdu, my first language, before anything else. महबूब हमेशा वहाँ होता है जहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा उसकी ज़रूरत होती है. The beloved, the Qutb, is always there exactly where he's needed most. Isn't it true though? Most of us have lived this. In our darkest despair, something inside us or beyond us became our Qutb. Sometimes it's a parent, a teacher, a lover, a friend. Sometimes it's something more abstract and entirely our own. A dream of glory, a thought of resilience, an idea of prudence. Whatever form it takes, it shows up exactly when it's needed most. Like Hogwarts, where help is always given to those who ask for it. This couplet was most likely written by Mawlana in remembrance of Shams himself, the one who walked into his life at the exact moment he needed him and changed everything. So I'll leave you with the question I've been sitting with. Do we ever find our own Qutb inside ourselves or somewhere beyond us? I think the answer is already inside the verse. The Qutb doesn't appear until the seeking becomes total, until we have reached the edge of our own exhaustion and despair. But every seeking is different, and so every Qutb we find is different too.